What is up? What is up, fight fans? This will be a fun show today on this Wednesday because we are playing double duty. It's a double header because it is a big MMA weekend. Not only do we have UFC Vegas 117 from the Apex this week, we have MVP, Jake Paul's promotion, MVP MMA 1 with some big former UFC names, headlined by Ronda Rousey. We got Nate Diaz. We got all sorts of different headliners from UFC as well, or from UFC's days past as well. We'll go through both of those cards on today's show, so it's not just a UFC Vegas 117 breakdown. But first, my name, of course, Austin Swaim, senior multimedia analyst for Home of Fight. I'm here with my man, the myth, the long shot legend, Matt Tanner. I'm going to bring him in and I'm going to ask him how a fun UFC 328 card treated him from a betting perspective.
It was a horrible start on the prelims. Then we hit the 20K money line parlay.
Cool.
Guess what that last leg was? Sean Brady at minus 170. I was sick about that. And then we needed fucking Hamza by sub for 60 Gs. And round one, I was like, he's going to get it. And then after that, I was like, we're dusted.
Let's talk about that because this is a betting show. That was the betting story of Saturday, like above anything that happened inside the octagon, is all of a sudden we saw Joaquin Buckley float up to like minus 200. You and I loved Sean Brady. We were concerned that there was an injury or something going on, but like, I'll be honest with you, man. I went and dipped back in on Brady money line when it got up to plus 190. And I just thought to myself, what if he's right? Or even if it is the nose thing or whatever was reported, I still feel like he's going to dominate Buckley. And sure enough, we saw the fight played out.
Yeah, bro. Dude, it's just Buckley's cooked, bro. Who's he going to fight next? Imagine he gets a Masov, bro. I'm a sub, bro. Good luck. By the way, I talked about him on the Show Me the Money podcast, guys. That's now live as of an hour ago. With Grant Dawson, we talked about the whole card and his win. He said that Amasov, however you say his name, he's like, that guy is so fucking good. He's like, that guy will give Islam a run for his money. Like, no bullshit. I think Islam will probably outstrike him on the feet, but I'm telling you, that guy is so high level. In hindsight, I got him at plus 525 by sub, Austin. You know what's crazy? Someone on the Longshots show had 3 of my cycle legs and hit a cycle. They had a Teba KO, a Masov sub.
Yeah.
And what was the decision like?
Volkov? Was it Volkov?
Decision. Yeah. And, bro, Volkov was, I think, my best read of the card. I mean, he is so good, dude. If you don't finish him, you're cooked. He has such good length and reach, and he's smart. He's good everywhere. I love that guy, bro. He got screwed against Real God.
I agree he got screwed against God. I'm not entirely sure he won this past weekend, but that stuff kind of comes and goes. Yeah, I had it 29-28 Waldo.
I thought he was 2-0 easy going in the round 3, but
yeah, absolutely.
The thing is he's just Waldo's just, you're not going to really outbox Waldo, but that style is just so hard for Waldo, bro. The length and the reach, Waldo couldn't close the distance on him.
Yeah, it was a very weird fight. You could tell Waldo was getting frustrated inside the cage in that fight. And it's like, I mean, I think the world of those two. It was a super high level fight.
Agreed.
So, like, it was a great night. And man, Sean Strickland did it again. You and I were on him against Israel Adesanya. I didn't quite talk him. I didn't have the same conviction this time, but I did play Sean decision, and it's just like
very nice.
Sean is just this interesting guy where he is this sort of nightmare matchup for guys that try to approach the fight like Hamzat. It's just he's always in these tight, grimy decisions, and all of that value that I felt like I scooped up would have been gone if that fight was scored in Hamzat's direction. And that's how close these arrows go in this betting space. So, you know, that's why we play the number. We try to get the right value, and we'll try to do so in a lot of fights this week because we have 13 fights, UFC Vegas 117. We're going to go through 4 for MVP, basically the ones that are good and the ones that will have props available because a lot of these MVP prelims, we know they're not going to have props even when we get to Saturday. So we'll see if we can do that. We might have an MVP cycle. Like, there's a lot of things we might decide to build at the end of today's show, but we got to start our journey here at women's strawweight. Sean and Bannon taking on Nicole Caliari. This is a 115-pound debut for Caliari. On that side, Shauna Bannon coming off a loss to Sam Hughes. So, Maddie, both these ladies trying to start a winning streak. Caliari's minus 235 as a favorite. Do you think she gets it done in this?
I do think she gets it done, but I think it's a little wide here. When Caliari steps up against good competition, she's lost 2 in a row, but she beats the opponents she's supposed to beat. I think she beat Shauna Bannon here, but kind of like a buy low spot on Bannon in a way. I think I would like Caliari at like minus 150, but I think it's a little wide in my opinion.
Yeah. I got to be honest with you, man. I love Cagliari here, and I'm putting myself at risk of women's strawweight chalk in the first fight of the night. What could possibly go wrong? Where I just think Cagliari is going to be able to dictate where this fight takes place. She averages, it's a really high pace considering she's had to fight Ernesta. Ernesta's our girl, Carly Judice. She still has averaged almost 3 takedowns landed per 15 minutes, tries 12. And Shauna Bannon showed in that Sam Hughes fight, she is really miserable off her back. And so, like, we got a comment from our guy, Joey T MMA, Cagliari ITD. I don't know if knockout is interesting. I just would want to see, like, what are they going to give me for a submission number? I know what I'm up against at women's strawweight. But, like, when Sam Hughes subs you and Cagliari, she got the submission of the Contender Series. We don't have any props yet. But
I do have props for you on Hard Rock.
Yeah,
you can get plus 525 on Cagliari sub. It's not bad. Yeah, same as the Masov number. Might be a lucky number right now, bro.
Yeah, it might be. It's not bad. I think the way I'm going to end up playing Cagliari, like on my card, is like a minus 3.5 point spread sort of thing, because I think she can win 30-27. I think she can find a sub, and both of those will probably be pretty fair price when she's only minus 230 or so. And by the way, yesterday I saw Hard Rock had her down to like minus 225 on the money line, so it was actually inching toward Bannon. You can keep her. I think she's just kind of an Instagram model, doesn't represent a ton of power. She was dropped by Pooja Tomar. I don't like Bannon whatsoever. And so maybe my bias is clouding me a little bit, but I think I love Cagliari's level of competition so far. Now she's dropping down in weight. I'm way too excited for the first night fight of the night, Matty.
Yeah, I gotta stop overexposing myself on the prelims, bro. That's how I kill myself every week, it feels like.
I had a guy in Homo Fights Premium Discord, which is advertising, by the way. I hang out in there chatting. You guys can chat with me, ask me questions if you join the Premium Discord on Homo Fight. I hang out in there with the guys, and he says, Austin, why do we always have to rally on your card, bro? We're down like 5 units in the first few fights, and then we've been rallying on the main card as we go through. I'm like, I'm trying to kick the habit, but maybe I shouldn't be too confident in Cagliari here. But I think it's a decent number. All right, we'll move forward here. Let's look at this next one up here. Pick'em fight. We always love one of those. Daniel Berez taking on Luis Gurule. Definitely a loser gets cut sort of fight at flyweight. So that sense of urgency is always a little bit exciting. Matty, Gurule's 0-3 in UFC. Berez is coming off a really lopsided loss to Andre Lima. So we kind of know what we're getting with both of these guys. And I guess I really just have to ask you, you have one you prefer in this matchup? Is there a guy you trust more here?
I don't trust either of them, but at a pick'em, I'd probably go with Berez here. But I think it's very, very close fight. Probably goes a distance.
Yeah, I have Berez at let's see. I have Berez at minus 107. So I think if you can get him anywhere south of there, some weird stuff on prediction markets where actually sometimes they'll favor the other guy, like just based on how you're able to trade. So double check that. But I think Berez is the side that I like here as well. Biggest thing, Gurule, poor takedown defense, 58%. And Berez actually, on his Contender Series fight, he landed 5 takedowns. He really hasn't had a matchup to do that type of thing since. Andre, I love Andre Lima. I think he's a killer. He's almost kind of a weight bully too, which is a little bit unfair. But, you know, they cut my guy Victor Altamirano, but I still kind of hold that win in high regard for Berez. And I thought he looked really good in that fight. He dropped a very durable Altamirano. And I just don't know what I've seen from Gurule. Like, I thought he was going to be one of these Factory X Muay Thai, like high volume striker, get the calf kick going. And he's just kind of there is the best way I could put his fighting style. Like, he was able to defend takedowns against Nick Piccinini on the Contender Series to get his spot. I know Alden Correa is a really good prospect, so I don't hold that loss against him. But the one that kills me, dude, is a distance fight against little T-Rex arms, Jesus Aguilar. The dude got absolutely mopped. So it's like, I feel like Berez with the kicks, with the wrestling, with the ability to mix it up, is the side here.
Yeah, I like Berez by decision is my prediction.
Yeah. All right, by decision. So I got Berez decision plus 231. You got props?
That might have some value.
I gotta check.
250, plus 250.
Yeah, I like that number a lot. I have Berez KO plus 731 and then sub plus 950. So a little bit longer on those finishing outcomes.
Yeah.
I have a hard time seeing Gurule finish this in any sort I guess Berez has been subbed a couple of times, but that's not really Gurule's game.
So, yeah, I don't think Gurule will be able to do that.
Yeah, I like Berez decision there too. So plus 250, not a bad number. So we'll keep flying through here. We have a bleep load of fights. I'll try to limit my cursor here, but we got a lot of room to cover. Won't spend much time on this one either. Alice Ardelean taking on Poliana Viana, the return of Dama de Ferro here. I forgot Viana was still on the roster, to be honest with you, until we match up this one here against Ardelean, who, to her credit, couple fight winning streak, could arguably be 3 with a split decision mixed in there. I think that's why she's a minus 205 favorite here. Yeah. What do you think of this matchup, buddy?
Bro, I think Poliana Viana for once is a solid play here at dog money. I just don't think Elise has done shit, bro.
Yeah.
Look at her losses. Melissa Martinez, Shauna Bannon. She had a decision against Reese. Randa Santos. I mean, who she really fought? I mean, she got choked out in round 1 against Weili Zhang back in 2016.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like Poliana Viana, you know what you're getting. She's at least fighting Yasmin Lucinda, Jillian Robertson, Jacqueline Armorum. Like, I just think the level of competition's been better, and this is a dog or pass spot for me all day.
Yeah.
Especially with that reach advantage on the feet, bro.
I totally agree in that Ardelean's wins don't really do a lot for me. And she's a girl that I thought was going to come in. I liked her region. Do you remember when she made her debut and I was trying to sell you on her, like by KO against, was she taking on Bannon first? Like, I was like, I really like this girl. And, she really pushes the pace on the feet. She definitely is willing to get hit, feels very durable to me. You know what scares me about this matchup for her, though? Viana is sort of a live by the sub, die by the sub fighter, and that 3 of her 5 wins are by sub, 3 of her 7 losses are by sub.
I think her striking is decent, though. I actually think her striking is pretty solid.
I mean, she put down, was it Jinyu Fry?
I hit on that.
Yeah. And so, like, and by the way, Viana, long layoff, you kind of, especially in these women's divisions, you don't know what you're going to get. I really like her gym training with Shoot a Box. It feels like she's kind of leading back into that sort of more of violence roots. And this is a fight where I feel like Ardelean might be winning a lot of the minutes here, and then Viana is able to snatch up a really tight sub or the power in their hands. But she's got a 5. Did you say 5-inch reach edge for Viana?
That's what the graphic says. It doesn't look accurate.
That's
though.
That's what I have too. I have 5 inches. So that's a big deal in women's MMA. So I have Viana at plus 154. I don't mind this number whatsoever. So I think it's decent. But Matty, I have Viana sub plus 459, and I think it's gotta be the move.
Poliana sub plus 650, bro. Sign me up.
I love that number, dude. I love it because Viana is dangerous off her back, and I don't trust Ardelean not to get out scrambled here. I understand why my model has a decent lean toward Alice because she's just done such a good job putting points out there.
Yeah.
But I am so afraid for her as she steps up in competition because I remember the Shauna Bannon fight and what I just told you 2 fights ago. I don't like Shauna Bannon, and if you're losing to her, it's probably not very good.
I'm with you, bro.
All right, let's keep it rolling here. We got our next one up at middleweight. Andre Petroski taking on Cody Brundage. This is kind of a sicko, like, this is a fight for you and I to get excited about, like a UFC fight, because these guys are such like niche cult heroes because they've got all these explosive finishes and these reputations. So, Matty, Petroski's minus 235 here. There is a lot of angles you could cover in this fight here. So give it to me. What do you think about this matchup and what ends up actually cashing here in your opinion?
Oh my God, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
I got to take Brundage at plus 180 here, bro. To be honest, I'm not thrilled about it, but I think Brundage can kind of deal with the offensive wrestling. He's going to at least threaten with like guillotines and stuff. And then I think get back to his feet. And I just haven't liked Petroski striking. I think maybe Petroski could outstrike him, but Brundage can land some like bigger shots that Petroski might eat. But I kind of like length here. I don't think Petroski's going to sub Brundage, and I think Petroski will kind of like defend those guillotines and front chokes. Maybe I think there's be some strike-ins, some scrambles, and I kind of like length here. Maybe like a split decision is my prediction.
Now that is an interesting take. We got Cody Brundage's birthday on Saturday. I feel like that's how often they say this is this guy's birthday and he ends up losing in sad fashion. So that's
who did that just happen with? It was someone's birthday.
I feel like they won too.
I thought they lost. Maybe I'm wrong.
But Matty, I've got absolutely nothing that I feel good about here on Wednesday with this fight because actually that's not true. I do feel good about one thing here. I think if there was a round one money line, meaning that if the fight was going to end in round one, Cody Brundage should be like minus 300. And from that perspective, if he's plus 180 on the money line, you kind of feel good about those props. I've said before, if you like Cody Brundage in this spot, typically play him round one KO, and it won't go wrong. And Petroski is one of the chinniest guys in the sport. He knocked himself out on some guy's hip. It was Jacob Malkoun, if you remember that correctly.
I do remember. I cashed on that by Malkoun round 2 KO.
So everyone, close your eyes and tell me you can't envision Brundage landing a massive right hand in the first round and putting this dude down.
I got a crazy prop for you here.
Yeah.
Cody by decision is plus 750, bro.
I've got plus 518.
That's money. I'm sorry, but if it goes long, you really gonna sweat. Like, look at the difference. Petroski decision plus 195, Brundage plus 750. You're telling me if it hits the cards, you wouldn't rather be holding a plus 750 ticket in this matchup?
Yeah. Oh yeah, because I like him round one.
Hamzat's birthday. That's what it was.
Oh,
is that accurate?
I
don't know if that's accurate.
I believe Antonio for some reason, but you know what's interesting, Matty? My two favorite angles. So here's my prop board in this fight. Okay, I've got Petroski decision plus 290. So I don't like that number.
Yeah,
Petroski sub plus 373, which Brundage is a little bit of a quitter, a little bit of a wilter. I think Petroski 2-3 sub is a good angle here. I've then got Brundage decision plus 518, Brundage KO plus 533. So I kind of like Cody decision, and I assume Petroski sub, which is it's plus 310. So actually, I'm not even there either.
Yeah.
It likes
Brundage decision to me is the only value on this fight. I'm sorry.
If we like him round one, then he's got to get another round. And the thing about Petroski is I think he's starting to wear people thin and that he just doesn't do any damage on top. If you like
any MMA math here, Cam Ralston put away Petroski in round one and Cody last like at least 8 minutes in that fight.
Yeah.
Not that it means that much, but
I just think Brundage, I can't even believe I'm saying this. I think he might be a little bit underrated because when he is fresh and when he is engaged in the fight, I feel like he's incredibly dangerous and talented. I just feel like he's a little bit of a wilter. If you get outside that first 5 minutes.
I think Cody's fought better competition too. It's similar competition, but he's fought Bo Nickel. He's fought They both actually have a lot of common opponents.
Tell me though, isn't Petroski losing to the good fighters that he's facing though, like Pereira, Malkoun? Who's Petroski's best win?
Probably fucking Rodolfo Vieira
or GM3. Which one of those do you want to argue? It's I guess we could play that game with Cody as well, but I think this one should be way closer to a pick 'em given Petroski sports.
I agree. Let's run it.
But I have a hard time. I'm like, man, where are my favorites? Who do I want to play? I've got Caliari, and then I've gone dog in 3 straight fights. So I guess the other one was a pick 'em, the Berez fight. But it's God, who do I want to play here? I don't know. Maybe we'll find him in this next fight up here.
How do you feel about a little prelim cycle with Polyana Viana? Here, watch this shit.
Okay, what you got?
Let's go. Caliari decision, Polyana sub, or no. Brundage decision, Polyana sub.
Dude, I got a KO for you. I got a KO.
Right,
if you give me executive order on the KO, I think we actually are going to smack that.
I bet.
We'll see if you give it to me. No, I'm definitely not playing the KO in this fight. We got Jackie Cavalcanti taking on Ketlin Vieira. It's amazing. This is for a top 5 ranking at bantamweight, and it's buried on this card's prelims because it's going to be boring and nobody's going to watch it. But Cavalcanti minus 178. She's actually I believe she's 5-0 now in UFC. She's won by decision, unanimous decision every time. And now Vieira steps back. Maybe got robbed in her last fight against Norma Dumont. We've seen her against pretty much a who's who of this women's bantamweight division, Matty. So what do you think of this matchup with Cavalcanti stepping up in competition?
Yeah, it's definitely a step up for her. I'm pretty high on her in general. I kind of like auto betting her by decision in this fight because Ketlin Vieira is pretty durable. I'm not sure what that number is. I'm going to check it right now. Let's take a peek. I don't even see that. There it is. Cavalcanti by decision -105. That's fucking brutal, bro.
Oh, Fando's got +105. That's crazy.
Okay, I was hoping for like +125 or 130, but that's a fucking dream. Caitlin Vieira by decision at +210 is actually not bad.
No, I get to lose money on my favorite bet this weekend by looking at the odds on FanDuel.
What is it?
I love losing money on Caitlin Vieira sub because I really think she's
11 to 1 on Hard Rock. What do you got?
Yeah. +915. That's why I was looking.
That's your model number or FanDuel?
Okay. No, that's my model number.
Yeah, 1100's nasty. I think Cavalcanti's takedown D is really good though, isn't it?
Well, it is on paper, but so she's only faced 3 attempts. Nora Cornell, like you look at her level of competition, man, there's just not any girls here that would have taken her down, or like maybe a 40-year-old Julia Vila if you want to throw her in there. But the problem with
88% on paper is pretty crazy.
Yeah, the problem with Ketlin is that she doesn't always take her best path to win. And like that's what's frustrating is that I love the tools that I get. I feel like she's got good combinations. I feel like she's got good power. I feel like she's a top 5 grappler in the division. It's just a matter of putting that together in a way that's not a disgusting, grimy split decision. And generally that's how I feel this fight's going to go. That's a good note about Cavalcanti training with Milana Santos. Certainly a smaller opponent.
I've seen her hanging around Carlos Prates too, bro.
Yeah, I saw that picture as well. Which, like, if she can get her hands and her combos up to Prates level, she'll be.
By the way, bro, I'm dreaming for. I hope maybe on the show today. Yeah. I want to fucking pull a Carlos Prates card so badly. Right now he's my favorite fighter in the whole UFC, and it's not close.
I mean, he cashed you out big time in Perth a couple of weeks ago, so I don't blame you at all. I have Cavalcanti decision +126, so like I'm almost there. I actually then feel pretty good about this fight, but I just have a hard time seeing her put away Ketlin. And so I think if you like Ketlin at +140, it makes logical sense. She's the more experienced fighter. She's got the grappling upside. But the reality of it is that you are going to end up sweating something that looks horrible. And Cavalcanti might just pull away on points if she's not able to get her down and control several minutes of this fight. Because at distance, if this thing happens at distance 15 minutes, Cavalcanti's going to walk away with it. And so we saw someone commented Cavalcanti unanimous +150. Probably not a bad idea if you like that side.
Yeah, it's scary though.
Yeah. I played Ketlin on Sunday at +140. I expected this line to actually close a little bit. I know Hayjive played Ketlin as well. Yeah. So it's like I just feel like it should be like
that's such a Hayjive play for some reason.
Hayjive and we've had a tough time aligning in recent weeks, so the fact we're aligned there is interesting. Hopefully, I hope it's special because he had a good week last week too. So,
guys, if you're waiting on cards, please have patience. Sometimes it takes till the next week to get them.
Also, we have had some folks. They gave us your username in chat. If we can't find it on collectibles, you're gonna have to reach. You can reach out to me on DM at Swaim3. We can find a way to get it to you, but you got to give us your right username, or we can't transfer.
Yeah.
Period.
Facts.
So, like, we've run into that issue a couple of times. But let's move on here, Matty. We got another fight at lightweight. Tommy Gantt taking on Artur Miniev here, a last-minute substitution. Initially, I really loved the Gantt fight with Trey Ogden. Unfortunately, got wiped off due to injury. Now, Miniev steps in on short notice. I can tell you he is 22 years old, but you can see how quickly we put this graphic together with the fight less than 36 hours old. So, Matty, do you have any strong thoughts on Gantt coming off?
I got nothing for you.
Yeah, I will say I researched this fight a little bit. I watched Miniev's a couple of Miniev's fights with CFFC as well. Whichever Texas promotion it was, I forgot that he was watching. Didn't get a lot of wrestling defense sample, which leaves me pretty darn blind into this. Where Tommy Gantt, if you're not aware of his story, if you didn't watch the Contender Series, he was an All-American wrestler at NC State. He's been working with Daniel Cormier and training up for UFC. He fought like 10 times in 2024. So it was surprising to me. I bet against Gantt on the Contender Series, and I was surprised how easy he made it look against a guy in Adam Livingston that I thought was a better prospect than Miniev, because Miniev's only 22. He's just not very ready. He's not, they're pulling him in on late notice here. He might be able to beat some guys in this division, but I am so afraid that Gantt is absolutely going to mop this dude in the wrestling, because I really haven't seen anything.
Especially on a short notice for Archer too.
Yeah, and by the way, Gantt's been preparing for the fight. That type of pace and that type of style on short notice sounds absolutely miserable. For a guy that's just like a Colby Covington type of style is how I believe Gantt will fight in UFC. Just constantly on your legs, bothering you, switching, moving off to the side. Like I expect. And now there are concerns about Gantt. I think his striking is probably below average given his experience level. You worry about the chin. We haven't seen him in a super prolonged fight having to wrestle like that. So there are red flags to be like, I don't want to throw this dude in a parlay and go crazy just yet. But I do think I'm going to pick him to win, and I'll find some way to sprinkle this fight by Friday.
I agree.
All righty. We'll move forward here. I said I was going to be quick, and then I've been long-winded. So why don't we go on to this next fight here? We got Ivan Erslan taking on Tokkos. Matty, your boy George Tokkos. He got a big win over Junior Tafa in his last fight out. He'll look to keep the momentum going against Erslan, who is
aged well. Aged well, right?
I guess.
Yeah. But I mean, Tuco is fucking dialed, bro. He's in good shape. He was in the Hamzat camp with all those grapplers.
Yes.
I do think there's a path here for him. I kind of think he's a good dog here.
Yeah.
I like length on this one though.
So maybe like a Tokkos decision angle.
For sure.
Matty, I woke up this morning.
Maybe a sub angle, bro.
Interesting. I mean, Crute did just get Erslan out of there in the first round. Got him with the old Pez dispenser.
I mean, Tuco, this is kind of a step down for Tuco, bro. They've been feeding him the killers,
There isn't a single facet of MMA, bro, that Ivan Erslan isn't better than Junior Tafa. Erslan.
Okay, Junior Tafa, yeah.
Dude, I'm just
you think he's a better striker than Tafa?
I think Erslan would knock Tafa out in the first round. I wholeheartedly.
Well, then you should be all over minus 200.
I am. And actually, I love Erslan round one knockout here, dude. When we saw Tuco fight Zhang Mingyang, big guy walked forward. This line makes absolutely no sense on the surface when you see how Erslan has looked in his last three fights. But then you consider who they were against in those spots, and it's guys that probably would have had their way with Tuco as well, just because he's been on the regional scene, doesn't have the experience. I think the Iwan Cutelaba decision certainly aged better after the Umar C fight. And it's just bizarre. I'm like, why is Erslan minus 200 here? So I spent probably about a half hour watching some Erslan stuff.
What would you make him?
Oh, I don't know if I have a good approximation for where I'd put him. Probably right around this mark. But the thing is when I saw Tokkos fight Zhang Mingyang, he did not deal well moving back. He had a hard time moving his head off the center line. And Erslan's a guy that's going to come forward, throw bombs. And I don't know if Tokkos is the level of grappler that a guy like Crute or even a guy like Navajo Sterling is shown to mix in his takedowns. I don't know if I'm there with Tokkos just because he beat Junior Tafa. So I understand Erslan favored. I don't know if the money line is fair or not, but I think I want to play Erslan round 1 KO as a prop. And I imagine it'll probably be like maybe 3-1.
I think this is a good comment. Tuco has grown in each fight. I think we've seen that on his tape.
Yeah,
I think the submission loss for Tuco, I feel like he just got a little cocky and didn't think that Umar C could get him in that position.
Sure,
but I think defensively he's pretty good there overall. I think this is going to be a close decision, bro.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting because Erslan is at a hard time getting back up if he gets floored. So if Tokkos has early success with his takedowns, I think a plus 160 something ticket is going to look awesome on him.
We got another super chat. Viana fight ends by sub. Wellmaker KO. Brundage decision. Oh my fucking 77-1. People are getting smart in here, bro. I like that one.
If you go Novig with that one, forget Ardelean sub. What are we doing? I mean,
just Viana sub. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think it's up yet. Let me check. Yeah, it's not gonna be up on Novig, but Viana sub. What did we say it was? 525.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wellmaker KO. I don't know what that price is. I don't think it's that bad because it's a decently close fight. It's not a crazy. We'll have to get to that one, but Brundage decision is fucking golden at 750, bro.
Guys, I mentioned it last week. I really enjoy you guys, but you scare me when you're all on the same side with an underdog. Last week was Rebetsky, and here's everybody loves Tokkos in the chat, and I'm telling you, I don't think we've.
Bro, you want to hear something crazy?
Yeah.
Grant told me when he came to the HQ yesterday, he said that during his fight, he was thinking about how he wanted to get the TKO on the ground for me, but he was too tired.
Oh.
I was like, bro, dirt, like before or after is one thing, but the fact that that came into his head during his fight is hilarious, bro.
Dude, it is. And by the way, I feel so bad that I didn't like pursue that more with you because my model loved fight end sub there, and I didn't talk about it with you enough because I'm like, Rebetsky's got no neck, and Dawson is a guy that's just been more of a wet blanket. But that was so cool to see him. If you haven't seen the new Show Me the Money podcast with Matty and Grant Dawson, he actually tries the choke that he finished Rebetsky with on Matty. So it's worth the video if you want to go check that out.
That's getting some views right now.
That was nasty, dude, because he's talking about how Rebetsky actually fighting the hands made it worse on himself by pushing his elbow deeper. It's so cool and so high level how good Grant Dawson is with that stuff that he's
got 6 super chat here. Cavalcanti decision, Santos KO,
Veretennikov KO.
27-1. That's crazy.
It's our guy, 2 first names checking in. Always appreciate you, regulars. Yeah, Show Me the Money is out. This show, of course, is going right now. So I woke up off my pillow this morning knowing Matty and I were going to disagree on this because I know he's a Tuco guy, and that's fine. Like, if Erslan ends up getting taken down a bunch and loses this fight again, that wouldn't surprise me either because his ground game sucks. But that's just what we're dealing with at the Apex this week. But speaking of the Apex, we do have a featured prelim here. Welterweight Nikolai Veretennikov.
I love this fight.
Chaos Williams. That scares me because I don't love this fight, but I want to hear your angle because I'd be willing to listen to you about it because it feels like these guys both coming off. Veretennikov had the win over Nico Price, right? Chaos Williams had a really bad effort against Andreas Gustafsson. Seems like a buy low Chaos spot on paper. What are you thinking here?
I agree. I don't think Nikolai's gonna be able to like grapple him up. And sure. I don't think you want to stand on the feet with Chaos's death touch, bro.
Yeah.
So I think Chaos here, I don't know how dialed he is. He doesn't fight that often, huh? When did he the Gustafsson fight was June 2025, so pretty much going to be close to a year off, but I think Chaos is the side here. I think it's probably a slow starting fight. I think we easily get out of round 1. It just depends who does more late, but I think Chaos is the side.
Can you check your prop market to me? My jaw was just open because I think that one of the most broken, horrible lines I've ever seen in UFC. I just saw with Veretennikov. His knockout is like plus 240.
260 and Chaos is 210.
Now, Matty, we gave each other jokes about Hamzat sub and Protest KO as bad numbers the last 2 weeks. That's a horrible number, bro. Chaos has not gone out like.
Yeah.
Who has slept Chaos even in
nobody? He's been subbed that triangle or a dark choke, but yeah.
I like Veretennikov points here, dude. I've got it plus 189 and
plus 375 on Hard Rock.
I think Veretennikov is in an interesting spot where the early danger is very present with Chaos. Obviously, that goes without saying. And so would it surprise me at all if Veretennikov got absolutely chinned? No, it wouldn't. But I think as this fight is extended, I trust Veretennikov significantly more in terms of working off his jab, landing. How about Chaos Williams, dude? Below average striking accuracy, 39%, and striking defense, not for middleweight, for all of UFC, or welterweight, excuse me, all of UFC. He has struggled in the Gustafsson fight, aged really badly when Chaos's thing is supposed to be one punch power. Gustafsson gets immediately slimed by Renat Fakhretdinov. Chaos, where were you, buddy? Like, if that's the chin concern, we needed you when he was fighting Gustafsson the last time. I know the styles aren't exactly those way. I don't always think Veretennikov fights with the best fight IQ, but I think he's got a little bit of confidence leaving that Nico Price fight, and I still don't think just because he chinned Nico Price, he carries a lot of power. So I like Veretennikov points. To me, Williams early, Veretennikov late, very clear dynamic for me and my model.
Yeah, we got a super chat here. I don't think there's odds out on the Gantt sub, but we got Gantt sub, Chaos KO, Costa decision. It's not bad.
Yeah. We got Chaos is going to get slept in any fight now. Very interesting take.
Yeah. I mean, it makes you think because of how short it is that it could have some accuracy to it, you know?
I will never forget parlaying him against Rolando Bedoya, and I thought he lost the fight.
I was on that. Yeah, I thought he did too. That made me think Bedoya was actually a good fighter, and then I got burned on him a couple times or once or twice.
I think the signs are when you look at some of Veretennikov's losses, the Danny Barlow one, he outstruck Barlow. You and I like Vanderford. Well, Austin Vanderford.
I love Vanderford. Yeah.
And then Puna Soriano, super imposing physical guy. Like the thing about Chaos is he doesn't mix in wrestling like those two guys. So I think it's a better matchup for Veretennikov in that space. But this is a good fight. This is a last-minute fight too, by the way, because we lost Wells Dalby out of this spot. They just called these two guys instead. So I think they did pretty well.
Agreed.
All righty. So why don't we take a break here, pay a few bills. Of course, you guys know where I'm going to go with this before we get up onto the main card. Home of fight picks. I mentioned Hayden was up over 5 units last week. Darn near swept the board, and that's despite getting a couple of bad breaks along the way. That he is heating up for the summer, and Nolan is crushing it as well. Make sure to tune in for these guys. Home of fight picks. Code HOF gets you 7 days free if you visit winnable.com/HOF picks. We have a link in the episode description. You want to be part of this. And by the way, if you're part of this premium service, I participate in the premium chat as well. So if you want to ask me any questions, that's another benefit you get from the subscription of being a premium member of Home of Fight Picks. So really cool stuff there in the Discord. And it's a great community of people that we have there as well. If you want to come hang and talk, you don't have anybody to talk to during the fights, come hang with us. Our chat is cool and it keeps moving. A lot of DFS stuff going on in the chat as well. It's a lot of fun. So join us, code HOF, winnable.com/HOF picks. Show also brought to you by Novig, where America trades on sports. Matty is located in Florida. I'm in Texas. We can still bet cycle parlays. The reason why is because Novig has props on all these UFC fights for finishing outcomes, as well as if it goes the distance or not. You can get traditional money lines there as well. If you go to Novig, you spend $5, you deposit $5, they'll give you $50 to play with, and you can build your bankroll from there if you use code FIGHT. As well as we have our repacks by collectibles.com. I'm telling you, it is the most popular thing in the home of fight sphere. Everyone cannot get enough of ripping these cards. They're banging down Maddie's door to restock this thing and keep it flowing because we all love these trading cards. Yeah, Novig has great money lines. Thank you.
And they got MVP lines up right now too, boys.
Yeah, a lot of stuff. PGA Championship this weekend. I was playing around earlier on there, so Novig's sick. And then we have repacks by collectibles. You can rip a home of fight repacks. You can either do the standard one for $60 or the elite pack for $150. Matty, have you ripped a big value card in the last week?
I have. I got one decent card. I can't remember what it was. I haven't done many of them, but we'll do one or two tonight.
Yeah, we got a comment manifesting. I have a feeling you'll rip a big value card.
I want to call this Protez card, bro. That's all I want.
Do we have some Protezes in circulation?
Yes, we got them in inventory now.
Nice. So, yeah, a lot of fun, and we appreciate everybody for joining us there. But we'll keep going here because we're going to do the main card of Vegas 1617, and do not leave because we are going to go through 4 MVP fights at the end of today's show as well. But first, we have this one here between Bernardo Sopaj and Timmy Cuamba at bantamweight. Couple super high-level, highly regarded prospects, definitely deserving of the main card opener here. Maddie, what do you think between this matchup of Sopaj and Cuamba?
I really didn't like Sopaj's performance against Vinicius Oliveira. He had a little success in round 1, then I think he kind of faded, and he was a victim of that crazy highlight reel KO. And then the Ricky Tercios decision doesn't do a lot for me here. I think this is closer to a pick'em fight, so I'm going to go dog or pass, but I'm not confident at all.
Yeah. I'm going to go favorite or pass with minimal confidence. I like Sopaj. I was digging into the box score. It looks much better if you remove Tercios landed like 25 leg kicks of minimal significance. So the actual box score looks a little bit closer in that last fight for Sopaj than it felt like watching it. I did rewatch that one. This obviously on short notice against Vinicius Oliveira. He got slimed as bad. Yeah, it was short notice for the Oliveira fight. He got slimed as bad as it gets in that fight. Cuamba is just an interesting guy in that, like, I feel like he's at his right weight class now at 135. He trains with my guy Eric Nixick out at Extreme Couture. I feel like he is developing.
I'm done fading Nixick, bro. It's not happening anymore. I'm sorry. I just hate it. I hate it so much. I feel like shit every time. A, I feel guilty. And then B, I always feel stupid, you know?
Yeah. I know they're going to have a good game plan here for Sopaj, but I just feel like Sopaj, if he's going to look dominant in this fight, he's going to have to get takedowns. Cuamba's takedown defense, 72%. It's pretty good overall. It'll just be, I think Cuamba is going to be able to touch him with the legs, touch him with the jab. He's got a reach advantage here. And then can Sopaj land the harder shots? Like, these are two really high-level dudes and that coming from good gyms because Sopaj's with All-Stars in Sweden too. So I got Sopaj at minus 155. If you told me it had to be minus 174, I think I'd probably pass.
Yeah. And Timmy's only been subbed once, and that was in 2021.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's part of Sopaj's win path.
Yeah. I mean, Timmy, when you think about it, he fought Balaji Oki, who's like a lightweight. That is a massive size disparity. And he went the distance in that fight too, which like tells you the toughness. I kind of lean like Sopaj decision, like a longer fight in this one.
Yeah, I kind of like the Timmy decision side. I want to see what that pays real quick.
Yeah. I'm going to look up the total while you're figuring that out.
Yeah. Let's take a peek here.
Oh, playable. It's minus 180 go the distance. I expected it to be worse.
Timmy decision is plus 260. It's okay.
Man, the board from there, it looks kind of unappetizing. Sopaj KO plus 430. Don't really like it. Cuamba KO plus 550. No reason that I feel like. I guess Cuamba had the knee against who was the kid that fought Onama? He landed a flying knee on the kid from Mexico, Roberto Romero. Okay. The guy who fought Onama, he got the flying knee on him. So yeah, but yeah, I like a lengthy competitive fight here. So maybe I circle back for the safe parlay here, bro.
Having issues signing up on Home of Fight. The monthly plan doesn't do anything. Just DM us, bro. We'll get you figured out here.
We got tech support. Don't let that be the reason to not join us as well. So why don't we move on, Matty? Let's take a look at this fourth to last fight on this card.
Yeah.
Is this it? Oh, it's out of order.
Or
you know what we're missing? We're missing the fight that just happened. Modestas Bukauskas taking on Christian Edwards. You have any strong thoughts on that fight?
I don't even see it on the board.
Yeah, it's not. I think that's why we skipped over it.
Let's just skip it. Yeah.
Yeah, we had absolutely nothing. I will say Bukauskas, not my favorite, has definitely established a level over Christian Edwards. So I think Bukauskas either wins by convincing decision or finds a shot.
Fair enough.
Bukauskas is trash. I think so too, but watch some Christian Edwards footage. I invite you to. He had some Bellator knockouts that aged really, really badly.
James Harden's heating up right now, bro.
Oh, don't tell me that. I'm on his under.
Bro, you want to hear my lay? 3K to win 19K.
Okay.
Kaz ML, Cunningham 30 points. Cunningham has 22 in the third, and it's a 2-point game, so I'm live.
Oh man, I'm cooked. I had Harden's points under, and Harden's doing really, really well.
Yeah, he was cold early, and he started heating up.
Yeah, I'm cooked.
What do you got? 18 and a half?
Yeah.
I don't think it's dead yet.
It's not.
Yeah, he already lost. He's 19.
Does it? Oh, well, he must have just hit one.
He just hit a 3. Yeah.
It is what it is. I've been printing WNBA, NBA, not so much.
Harden is a crapshoot, bro. He's either cold or hot.
Yeah. I shouldn't have dove into the waters. But let's move back to MMA here. We got this is actually the third to last fight on the card here. Malcolm Wellmaker taking on Juan Diaz. And it's like this is a prospect fight getting a big spot on an Apex card here. Yeah. Matty, a lot of people thinking buy low with Malcolm this week because Ethan Ewing turned out to be pretty darn good that they fed him on short notice last year at MSG. I don't know if this is like a step down because Juan Diaz coming off one of the highlights of season 9 of the Contender Series as well. Yeah. So what do you think of this matchup, Matty, between Wellmaker and Diaz?
I do think it's a buy low spot on Wellmaker. I also like fading guys that have these crazy highlight KOs that aren't really sustainable.
Yeah.
I don't think you're landing a crazy spinning back fist on Malcolm Wellmaker. And if you do, he's probably eating it. I will say, though, I think people are going to be chasing the Wellmaker KO, and I think the decision that plus 290 is a decent look here against a guy that I believe has never been KO'd. Never. 5-0 to the knockout for Juan Diaz, who's faced low-level competition, but I don't think it's a bad look to get 3-1 on a Wellmaker decision here.
I am grinning earlobe to earlobe. I love the Wellmaker decision here, bro, because I just think Diaz is super durable, 17 pro fights. I mean, like you hit this dude square flush in the face and he grins at you. Like Diaz is
and look at the guys that Wellmaker's KO, bro. Chris Moutinho, Cameron Simon.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't do much for me.
I am of the opinion that Simon's chin was totally cracked after that Peyton.
It was. And he just looks like a guy that gets knocked out, and Diaz looks like a guy that eats shots. Like, let's be honest.
But I do think Wellmaker, he's underrated from a volume perspective, 5.8 significant strikes landed per minute. He's not just like a find one shot and go guy. He actually puts really nice numbers in volume out there. He was super accurate. Honestly, I think probably his performance against Ewing was underrated just because he was such a big favorite. Like we expected him to win. But he had a really competitive fight with Ewing, which aged better and better, especially when Diaz, you look at his Contender Series fight, dude. I'm so glad you mentioned the highlight thing because up until that point, that fight that he had on the Contender Series was very competitive with Juan. And It's like that. We have guys that look great on the Contender Series that come off there and they're terrible. So now you're in a competitive, like back and forth affair, and now you're taking on one of the best prospects at 135. I really like Malcolm here. I really do.
I just love Malcolm as a prospect. I think he's so locked in. I think he's a good kid. He's 31. Is he really 31?
Isn't that crazy? Yeah, he is.
No way. I thought he was like 26.
Yeah.
I think he's dialed, bro. I think he's one of those guys that your intuition tells you, oh, this is a great guy to bet off a loss. Like he's going to be twice as locked in. He's going to not take any shortcuts. I think the decision prop makes sense. Maybe a 2-3 KO angle if you think just attrition, but give me Wellmaker by points.
Wellmaker and fight starts round 2. So you get 2-3 KO and decision. It's minus 120. Feels good.
Sign me up.
Yeah, I really like that angle. That'll be my 5-minute sweat that I sign up for. Matty, we've been weirdly aligned on this card. I really like it.
Let's go.
Last week we were really split. I like Jim Miller. You played.
Oh my God! You know it's crazy. For the first time ever, I did a fighter to win every fight video. I never do that.
Yeah.
And I started like 7 for 7, I think it was, and then I lost Gordon and I lost Hamzat, but I went 12-2, which isn't bad.
That's really, really good, especially with how many underdogs won. But like
with how many close fights were lined too.
I can't brag about Jim Miller because I was also really big on Clayton Carpenter, and Jose Ochoa looked absolutely out of this world.
Yeah.
I may have a tweet that ages so bizarrely because I said I think Kavanaugh and Ochoa are better than Josh Van, and I guess we might get to find out in a championship setting because those guys are all so high level and young. But we'll go to the other end of the spectrum. A couple of guys over 30 here with the featherweight co-main event. Daniel Santos taking on Doo-Ho Choi, the Korean Superboy. I mean, usually when these guys fight, it's super exciting. I can't imagine this one being like not so. So we'll see. Matty, what do you think of Willie Cat here? He's minus 180. The line has moved a little bit towards him this week as well. Are you on the Santos side or maybe thinking about a dog shot?
I just want this fight to go under 2.5 and then call it a day.
Ooh, interesting.
Minus 150. Minus 150, right? For the under?
Is it really?
Let me take a look and make sure that's right.
Yeah, you're
minus
right.
145 under 2.5. Sign me up. Violence.
Wow. That's so. I wonder why I'm so far off because I have this fight plus 154 to end inside the distance.
Yeah.
But I mean, Santos coming off a KO and Choi, before he came back to UFC, he had some chin stuff going on. He fought Jeremy Stevens. I think Stevens knocked him out.
Yep. We got a super chat here by Big Maple. Brundage round 2, Caliari round 3, Allen round 4. Holy shit. 155-1. Angelo from We Want Picks. Yes, I'm glad you brought that up. He pulled a $450 Cody Garbrandt card. That's a sick pool, bro.
Really? Wow. What a cool pull. But that is crazy. Brundage round 2, Caliari 3, Allen 4. Very, very interesting there. But I gotta say the total now scares the heck out of me. I felt kind of good about this over, but now seeing I'm so far apart has me rethinking things. I kind of like Superboy here, dude. I think this is a spot where that Nate Landwehr win is probably not going to get the respect it deserves just because Cub absolutely destroyed Nate.
The Bill Algiev win's nice though. That left hook.
Yeah, and he dominated that Algio fight after the first couple of minutes. And then, frankly, I thought he won the Kyle Nelson fight. If you want to give it a draw, whatever. But, Choi is a guy that I think, especially at his level of competition, whereas you look at Santos, he's fought 2 consecutive road to UFC guys. So I like Willie Cat. I do. I just get a little worried that coming up from bantamweight, maybe he's not the most physically imposing guy in this division. I don't know if he carries the power that he probably has a reputation for at this point. But at the same time, I kind of have a hard time seeing Choi finish him. So if I'm going to play Choi, I have Choi decision plus 217. I kind of feel better about Doo-Ho if this fight did go all 15 minutes, but if it was the under like you like, I think I'd probably lean Santos just as the more dynamic guy.
Let's go. We got I already did that super chat. What else we got?
Yeah, I wasn't pulling it up.
Cool. I'm with you on the Choi side. I think dog or pass, and I think violence, bro. Sums it up for me.
And you could hedge against those two as well. But I mean, Choi is just sneaky, dude. He's gotten consecutive ground and pounds. So like, he's a guy that has a little submission history in his arsenal. It could be tough to see someone submitting Santos, though. Classically trained shoot-a-box guy, not really any submission attempts he's given up thus far. So
yeah, fair enough.
I got to think about that fight. But
we're already on the super chat. Is that right?
We are. The main event's next. So are we going to pick it after the main event, or you want to do it now?
I'll pick one right now. Let me recap. We got Maple's crazy one. I'm gonna pass on that one because I don't trust Caliari.
Sure.
We got Dustin's Tokkos sub KSKO Wellmaker decision. Oh man, I'm gonna pass, but that's not bad. I'm gonna pass on Harry's because the line's not out yet.
This is my pick.
2 first names, Cav decision, Santos KO. I'm gonna pass on that one. And then we got, that's mine too. All right, let me I might have to put this one in tomorrow. Or let me see if I can do it on Novig.
If you cook that on Novig with Viana sub instead of fight end sub, that thing's
that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm gonna do.
It's gonna pay over 100 to 1, I'm pretty sure.
All right, let's take a look. Viana sub. The only thing is the Wellmaker KO scares me.
Yeah. I
might go Wellmaker money line. Let me take a look at Wellmaker money line if he doesn't object.
I mean, that thing's like 77 to 1. We got a little room to bring it down.
Yeah. Brundage decision.
Greg,
bro, 70 to 1 with Wellmaker money line. Sign me up. He's in for 50.
Thanks. Are you kidding? Crazy.
I'm gonna send that in our Telegram, Austin. You just got to remind me to actually put it in because I got a lot of action pending, so I don't have balance right now.
Got it.
I'm putting this in our Telegram so I don't forget. All right, you're in for 50, Greg. Your $2 super chat. So your $2 super chat could turn into $350 if it hits.
That's it?
Right? No, $3,500.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. It's usually $1,000.
Add a zero.
Yeah.
James Harden is fucking cooking and 1 fadeaway, bro.
Oh,
sorry, Austin. You already lost this. So.
I did. So feel free.
Yeah.
Cash your ticket. All right. Why don't we move up here to the main event?
Oh, they're challenging it though.
All righty. So we got an interesting one at featherweight, that's for sure. We got Melkazel Costa taking on Arnold Allen. Costa has produced some of these crazy highlights in the last 6 weeks. Matty has earned a big to a guy we've seen in the top 5 for quite some time now in Arnie. So, Matty, Arnold Allen minus 180. Some convincing odds from the odds makers that they think Costa may not keep his winning streak intact. What do you think of this matchup, man?
Bro, I love Melky Costa in general. He's my guy. I made a shitload of money off of him. My fear is he kind of ran into some kryptonite here because he's just finishing everybody, and he keeps defying the odds. Dan Ige never been KO'd. He KOs Dan Ige.
Yep.
But Arnold Allen is undefeated to the knockout and submission, never been put away. And I think you can make the argument he's even more durable than Ige because we've seen Ige get hurt, even though he hasn't been finished or hadn't been KO'd. But Arnold Allen, and he's a southpaw, I believe, right?
Allen is a southpaw?
I think Costa has that weird match.
Switch. Yeah.
I just think Allen, this is a very tough fight for Costa. I do like length, but at the same time, we saw Garcia put away Costa. You have to wonder if Allen could do it. Plus 370 though. I will say Arnold Allen has one of the most underrated grappling, bro. No one thinks of him as a grappler, and he has good front chokes. He has good defensive grappling. Like, he's very well rounded. I think this is a tough matchup for Costa. And I think if he somehow puts away Arnold Allen, he should be right up there in the mix for a title shot, bro. Like, because he's just overperforming every fight.
Yeah. He defended 12 of 17 takedowns from Movsar Evloev. So I totally agree with this.
Didn't he have a choke on him too? Or was that another fight?
Yep, he did get a choke on him. Yep, he had a choke locked in.
Yeah, I just think Arnold Allen is kind of a guy you would create in a lab to beat Costa. Like,
interesting.
He's just he's just good everywhere. I like his underrated grappling, and I like his durability. But it's also hard to fade Costa at this point, so it's a tough fight.
Yeah, I like Melky. Model has him 53.3% likely to win, which is surprising because usually these guys coming off like highlight finishes and stuff, it doesn't typically buy into that as much as maybe public consensus. And I feel like that's where sometimes I'm off value or I like the underdog here. But I think the foundation for Costa here is I just think he's a higher volume, higher output guy on the feet. You look, Allen has landed no more than 4.1 significant strikes per minute in any of his last 4 fights. He's really had troubles finding answers at distance. And, you look at the competition, you say John Silva, Evloev, Holloway, totally get it. The Giga Chikadze fight also lacking a lot of volume. And I just think he's a guy that is not always 100% sure of his arsenal, of like what he wants to throw, when he wants to throw it. I think he's got all these skills, but it's like about tying it together and putting it out there. Whereas Costa is just a guy that'll put numbers out there. But I think that Costa has really added mass to his frame here at 145. You look at the guy that fought Ige, he's so much bigger than he used to be. And he used to be so skinny, but
bro, that's a really interesting comment right there. Alan Late, who's been in 5-rounders and is good cardio and durability. I have to take a peek at that now.
Excellent point.
And I would play the round props too, not the KO. I'm telling you, don't risk it on the KO when you can just take the round props. Because if Melk gets hurt and gassed, those front chokes are live. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Let's take a look. Allen to win in round 4 is 20-1 and 23-1 in round 5.
I guess how do I want to phrase this?
Yeah.
How many wins on Mel Costa's resume would be Arnold Allen's best one in UFC? I count 3.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my concern with Allen, is that I know he's good. It's just I kind of want to see it in a way that isn't Calvin Cater, tearing his ACL.
That's fair.
And like Costa to me is a guy, he's got all these skills. Interestingly enough, Model likes Costa sub. I've got it plus 520. It's plus 650 sitting on FanDuel. Let's see, what's Arnie KO? Wow, Arnie KO is plus 380. That's kind of short.
That's a good comment too. Soft to the body. Allen can mix in body shots for sure. Man. I'm really starting to sell myself an Arnold Allen, and I hate fading Costa, bro. I really do.
Yeah. I just think this price is really, really steep for Arnold when
yeah.
I know he's good, but like what's the thing you're hanging your hat on? Does it go the distance? I got it about 51.2% likely to go the distance. So it's
oh man, that Arnold Allen sub's staring at me, bro. I can't lie.
What is it?
Oh, well, I see 11-1 on the graphic. I don't know what it actually.
I have plus 668 for Allen sub.
15-1 on Hard Rock. Bro. You get real crazy. You take the 3-4-5 Arnold sub. Holy shit.
It is interesting that Allen is such a big favorite here when Costa, I felt like.
I think it's very telling.
But a lot of people liked Ige against Costa too. And a lot of people like Choi against Costa too. I just feel like he's a guy that to me has improved. We got a comment, Melk will be champ by under 27. He's repping his guy from Brazil. It certainly is a polarizing fight.
Yeah.
But oh, wow. Maple's calling his shot. Melk number is a trap, just like Cortez Acosta last week. You're rubbing it in my face, Maple. You're rubbing it in my face. But
guys, stay on for the stream because we're gonna break down the MVP fights too.
Yes,
we're gonna break down 3 or 4 of
those. We're
those.
gonna rip a card and then we're gonna do MVP and then we'll build some parlays here. So
all right. Let me add this real quick.
We had one guy put in his username via super chat, so I guess he's getting the card.
All right, I'm gonna rip his right now, and then we'll I'm ripping him a 60. Yeah, I'm doing a 150 for myself only because I want my Carlos Prats card, bro.
I just spent your money like willy nilly. I thought
Here we go. All right, is it working? Oh,
I cannot see it. Wait. Oh, there you go. Yeah, perfect.
Oh, fucking Cleveland, bro. They better win this game. I need Donovan Mitchell down the stretch.
Yeah.
Because Cunningham's already almost at 30 in the third quarter.
Wow, that can't be right. Allen down to minus 132. Is that bet online?
What's going on here, bro?
That's crazy.
Hold on, boys. All right, here we go.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Allen is minus 130 on Bet Online.
Oh, shit. I think I already ripped it.
Did you?
I left my balance, so I don't know what happened. It's just being glitchy today. I think I have a lot of tabs open.
That must mean it's into your inventory to open it. Because, like, you buy it and then you don't open it, have to open it right away.
Let me see. No, Ilya Taporia. I ripped that earlier. That's
really?
Not it. Yeah, it was a 150 rip, and it was a $120 Ilya card. All right, let me try this again. Here, let me see if oh, there it goes. Here we go, boys. Cleveland's down 1. Come on, baby, rip him a big one.
Let's go. What do we got?
We're struggling today.
Yeah, I see a black screen. We're waiting. The anticipation's killing us.
The suspense, man. This better be something crazy.
Should I refresh it, or is that risky? I don't know.
Well, it'll be in your packs regardless.
Yeah.
Holy shit, bro.
Oh, wow. Of course we're having tech. It wouldn't be our show without technical difficulties of some sort. We've had perfect quality tonight, so we had to get it somewhere. Oh, yeah. See how it said available to be opened there? It just still hasn't opened yet because we've been struggling with the...
Dang, Cleveland just hit a 3 to take the lead. Open the card, bro. There we go.
Hey,
there you go. That's a $60 card. That's not bad.
No, that's a free $60. T-City.
You got
PSA
his
10.
All right, you got his username, Jake?
I do. I got it.
Yep, got you.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Let's just rip, bro. Let's rip the second one.
Okay.
I'm ripping myself one, boys. Hopefully you don't think I'm greedy, but I really want to pull a Pratis card.
It's your company and your cards, bro. You can rip as many as you want. You don't have to give the people anything.
Come on. Bro, I would be so happy if I get a Pratis card.
Yeah.
Cleveland's up 1 with the ball, bro.
Do you have enough in there to rip another 60 after this? Because I'll zell you 60 if you want to buy me one.
I'm pretty sure I have cash in there. Oh my god, Berez just
Here's the elite.
Come on, baby. Call this
it
protest.
Is.
No way. Weili Zhang.
Weili Zhang. That's an interesting
card. All right, we'll take it.
The champ coming to get that 115 belt back.
Yeah, we'll take it.
All righty. I got a Kyler Phillips card.
All right, this is one of 4 fights we're going to break down on the MVP card, guys. This is not UFC, just so you guys know.
Yes. So on Netflix on Saturday night.
Evan Mobley for fucking 3.
Wow, Cleveland's really coming back.
Bro, 84-80. You understand Cleveland wins, I win $19K. Because Cunningham, I think, already hit, or he needs 1 point.
Yes. So what do you need for 80K?
18K. I need Cavs money line, Cunningham 30 plus.
Oh shit, dude! You're so live for that.
Oh, they just missed the 3 to go up 7. I gotta go with the show.
All righty. Well, let's get to it. So we got MVP MMA from the Intuit Dome in LA. Later this weekend. It's on Netflix. Jake Paul is putting this together. We got a bunch of dudes from UFC. Some may say they're watched. I actually think it's pretty exciting, at least the 4 matchups we're going to cover, Matty. So on this card, I think this is the first one on the main card that we kind of know of. We have Junior Dos Santos taking on Rebellis de Spain. We saw both of these guys in the last handful of years in UFC at heavyweight. wild that they both ended up here because the GFL went defunct. So what do you think of this matchup, bro? Despain's minus 480. It's because he's generally terrifying. But what do you think of the fight?
I think Despain sleeps him in the first round, but it does get interesting if it gets past the first round. I'll be honest, but I don't know that Dos Santos at 42 has the chin to take one big shot. That reach is crazy.
Yeah,
7-inch reach at heavyweight's insane.
And that's kind of been the way Despain's whole career has been, right? Like he has, 8 of his wins are like inside the first 30 seconds. It's crazy. It's like that, and I'm including karate as well. Dude, I think I got to take the Junior Dos Santos.
I knew you'd be on him.
I mean, like I feel like I have to just in case the fight is extended. We saw Austin Lane was able to get him down. Waldo was able to get him down, and Waldo really hasn't taken that approach against anyone else. I think it's just because, and Despain's been doing all this stuff with karate combat, so he is who he is. He's got the skill set that he's got. He absolutely could snipe Junior on the feet, but I think Junior is the better MMA fighter here. Plus 330, I'm gonna lay a half unit behind him.
Fair enough. All right, before we go to the next one, I'm gonna let Logan rip a card for Austin because I gotta use the bathroom.
Oh, what a delight!
Here. I got you, bro. It's a free card for you.
Oh, I was gonna say, I mean, I'll pay for it, but
no, you're good, Logan. You got this. Sure. All right, so here, all you got to do is click buy.
I look forward to Matty's bathroom breaks with Logan because we give stuff away. Hey, Logan.
How we doing?
Good.
All right, let's see if we can get something good here.
I highly doubt it. Give me something absolutely terrible. Give me like Gloria de Paula. I want a $30 novelty card that I can ship to my house and show off.
Hayden got a sick card earlier. Forgot what it was, but it was like $600 value.
I'm taking a look. Oh, the Makachev card that he ripped?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got the Islam card. Yeah, that was sick. Logan, hey, we got people in the chat saying Logan spend all his ballots, rip them all while he's gone. I appreciate you manifested 2 first names. Austin's about to hit big. I appreciate it.
Here we go.
I didn't know refs were a possibility here as well.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got. What do we got? This is what it was doing earlier. Is it going to show up?
Sometimes it does. It's when it's screen sharing.
I offered to pay for this one. I'm not begging.
It's making us wait.
Yeah, it did this earlier. We had to hit the back arrow, and then you go to hit the back arrow, and then it'll take us out of that. You can go to at the top the repacks tab.
Yeah.
And then it'll be like unopened packs was the
unopened packs. My packs, maybe?
Yes. That one. Awaiting opening. Did it even did it take the balance?
I'm wondering. I'm gonna look again. I don't think it did. That would be a problem. Let's try this again. I think it did though, because we had 250.
Yeah, what ended up ripping out of there then if we go to recent polls?
It didn't show me the card.
Now the suspense is killing.
But it took the balance, so
yeah, I did that earlier. It's all good. We'll figure it out. All right, let's see here. Did the card show up or no?
No, it was like on that screen.
Sorry.
Yeah, we still don't have any idea what it is. It could be.
Yeah. All right, we'll rip another one. I need Cleveland so bad.
You're so alive. I think he already hit his over, didn't he?
I think he's 29. He might have hit them.
Foul him, for Christ's sake.
We got a whole quarter. I just need Cleveland money line. I don't know what's going on today. It might be my internet or my browser. All right, we'll come back.
Yeah, no worries about it. All right, let's get back to MVP.
You should check your cards real quick just to see if it did open. Also,
I already did.
Yeah,
I already did. It's all good.
Yeah, well, the last one in there was the Waylay that Matty pulled. But all right, we'll move forward here because then we have another heavyweight fight at MVP. This is a chaotic, beautiful mess that we've got going on right here. But Matty, Francis Ngannou is back. Some people still consider him the best heavyweight on the planet, so that always has a big fight feel. He's taking up Felipe Lins in this MVP opener. My best of luck to Felipe Lins. So do you think there's any chance Lins can pull the upset here, or are we basically digging in the prop market?
I mean, bro, I honestly think minus 500 KO is like the best value I've ever seen. I'm sorry. Like, if you could tell me I could bet 50 grand to win 10 grand, I would consider doing it. I really would. It's like, because Francis isn't really a submission threat anyways.
Yeah.
So it's like, what's the risk? The risk is Francis gets chinned against Felipe Lins or Francis gets submitted. I don't understand what the risk is.
Yeah. You ready for this? I parlayed Ngannou money line at minus 775 on a prediction market yesterday. I'm like, dang, that was a good number. I mean, like compared to everything
5 rounds or 3?
It's 5.
Good luck to Felipe Lins. Holy shit! Not that it matters.
I mean, these guys are both pushing 40 when you're talking about a 5-round fight. I mean, one of them might guess. But, like, honestly, I feel the same way, dude. Lins got slimed out by Tanner Bowe. So you guys know me well enough. I'm a very contrarian guy. I'm not afraid to have the unique angle here. But I don't know what the argument is for Lins. He struggled so badly at heavyweight.
He's a 205er, bro.
He is a 205er. He hasn't fought since 2024. I honestly don't even know if he's for sure the faster guy here than Francis, which is terrifying for him. And we've seen Francis actually be able to go to his wrestling and do ground and pound too. So I really like Francis KO here, and round 1 KO is I'm looking method and round here. Yeah. Minus 130 feels pretty darn playable to me. So Matty, is this your gone in 60 seconds bet? Let's see. Do we have it even available?
I don't know. I'll have to take a look.
Oh, for Ngannou, first 30 seconds of the fight is 18-1.
30 seconds? That's not bad.
Yeah, I'm looking.
I can't believe people were tempted on Felipe.
Francis first 2 minutes plus 370.
I mean, what the fuck does Felipe Lins offer here? He's not going to grapple him up.
I mean,
he's too big.
I mean, basically, if you bet on Felipe Lins here, you're betting that Francis is basically barely trained at all. And that in a 5-round fight, Francis just exhausts himself early to a point where Lins can win either by points or finding a late finish. But, like, how probable is that? Again, we go back to fading Eric Nixick. Like, Ngannou's been in the gym training with those guys. And even throughout the boxing fights and things like that, he looked great in the Renan Ferreira fight, you know?
Yep, I agree.
So, I mean, I think Francis...
And he's not going to take that approach against Felipe.
Yeah.
Renan Ferreira, he's going to... People were saying, why didn't they just do Francis versus Despain? That would have been sick. At least you have the element of, like, a possibility that Despain, like, hurts him on the feet.
Francis is taking that dude down in 30 seconds.
Exactly, but at least there's a threat in front of him, in my view.
Lins, I think you're crazy, man. I mean, like,
good luck. I don't know if Lins could even sub Francis if he gave him his back and put his
I was gonna say if you put Lins in an arm triangle position on top, I'm not sure he would be able to choke Francis out cold.
I agree.
Yeah, and this is something to remember, guys. We talk about UFC, we talk about the breakdowns. I don't know the validity of this MVP stuff yet. I mean, we know how the Jake Paul fights have looked, like how Anthony Joshua basically carried him, but like, you know, the design here would be Francis Ngannou is still the scariest heavyweight on the planet. So for that reason, I think that I think that that's just fine. And sorry, our graphic is wrong. Under 3.5 rounds is not plus money. Under minus 1.5 rounds is minus 225 here.
Yeah.
So that's the odds you're talking about on the total. So sorry about the.
Bro, let me ask you a question. The Cavs are about to be up 3.
Yeah.
I have 3K to win 19K.
Yeah.
I never hedge, but Detroit money line is plus 125 right now.
You've gone soft on me.
I think so.
I mean, it's a good hedge spot.
If I could get him like plus 3.
Did Cade got over 30, right?
Yeah, he already hit.
Okay. So, Matty, now you're talking like me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll call you Matty Safe Parlay Bets on on these next slides. But I actually think it's a good move. So yeah, but that's why I don't win long shot parlays. You do. That's kind of our thing. But let's move on here to this welterweight fight here, co-main event. I actually think this fight's going to be really fun, and I know it's going to be like both of these guys are going to try to win it. We got Mike Perry taking on Nate Diaz, bro, at welterweight. Last we saw both of these guys, I think in the public eye, they were boxing Jake Paul. But you know, Mike Perry's also been doing some stuff in bare knuckle fighting as well. So, yeah, so like, what do you think of this matchup with Perry at minus 230, bro?
Bro, this is 5 rounds, and it's MMA, guys. Nate Diaz is live throughout the last 15 minutes. No, I like Mike Perry in the fight, but Nate Diaz rounds 3 through 5. Could you see a possibility that this ends like Nate Diaz, Tony Ferguson?
Sure.
I remember when I was at Circa during that fight, and Nate Diaz subbed him, I think in round 4, was it?
Yeah, he did. It was a longer fight. I'm taking a look right now. Oh, here I am checking the events page like this is a UFC fight this weekend. Yeah, it went at round 4 guillotine choke on Tony, but he was winning the stand up in that fight too.
Yeah, but I don't think Mike Perry can knock him out in MMA.
Yeah, but Nate is 41. Like I think.
Yeah, but I think he's in good shape though. I know the durability factor, but. So these odds are up on Novig right now. It's under USC, the USC tab.
Oh, okay.
And Diaz is plus 182 on Novig.
Wow.
Bro, over under 4.5 is a pick 'em. Is that crazy?
No, because like you know what my angle that I have written down is with Perry, and I like him in this fight. I like Perry round 3, 4, 5 KO for like a doctor stoppage or just like like it gets waved off. But now that I'm seeing it, it's like that would be such a weird way for this fight to end because Diaz has never been the TKO guy. It happened once against Masvidal.
Yep.
But I just think Perry has actually, you don't often say this, but Perry, I think, has actually improved and taken his career more seriously since he's left UFC. When you look how he destroyed Eddie Alvarez in BKFC, the Jeremy Stevens win, I know it didn't age particularly well because Bobby was able to take him down and submit him last week, but I still think Stevens, we saw the fight he gave Mason Jones, is a pretty darn live dog and a live wire here. And Perry manhandled him throughout the fight and got a doctor stoppage late. Like I think Perry's a big, aggressive striker, and you know, I think Perry is the natural welterweight of these two. I feel like Mike Perry is still the combat sports professional taking his career seriously. So I
talked to his management team today, and they said that Mike's never been more dialed and in shape, and it makes sense. Because, like, this is an important fight for his career outside of the UFC. He's still 34 years old, bro. He could be a prize fighter.
Exactly. And he's kind of has been. Like, he's been the golden goose for bare knuckle. I imagine he's still probably going to do some of that stuff. Yeah. But the cuts is, you know, the scar tissue with Nate is well understood at this point at 41. So, I that's kind of why I think I like Perry late. You said it was like a pick'em to start round 4 for this fight?
Over under 4.5 pick'em, yeah.
Yeah, it's minus 176 to start round 4. So I guess you could play Perry 4-5 decision. And what is that? Plus 125? I actually don't hate that at all. Just I don't see him sleeping Nate early, and we know Mike has no submission upside whatsoever, especially in this match. In fact, Diaz sub I noticed was like plus 4.
Bro, that's crazy. Diaz is a 5-inch reach advantage when Diaz is like a natural 70 or Perry's 85.
I mean, Nate's got those long arms and he always has. Like that's how he got all those chokes from bottom position too. Like
I see a split decision, bro. Something crazy.
Yeah. And that's the other thing is that a decision is probably the best entertainment factor here. So if the legitimacy of this is in any sort of question, these dudes duking it out for 5 rounds is interesting. I like Perry's money line or KO decision, however you want to play it. The best rather than deciding do I like the late KO or the decision. So I think Perry's gonna win. Yeah.
I agree.
All right. So why don't we move up here? Should we play the main event sounder again?
Go for it.
Why not? We got Ronda Rousey taking on Gina Carano. Honestly, if you ask me, I feel like that fight, Diaz and Perry, is the one I'm looking most forward to.
That's the best fight of the card. It's not even comparable.
Yeah. I mean, the heavyweight ones are interesting. It'd be cool to see Francis again. This one, dude, I have no idea what to expect. Like,
you want to hear what's crazy is Ronda to win by sub in round 1 is like plus 130. It just the problem I have with it is like, do these chicks want to put on a show? Like, how boring would it be if Ronda just fucking picks this chick up, throws her down, and fucking arm bars her in the first round in 3 minutes? No one's going to be surprised, but nobody wants this. I don't know. People want to see that. Like, they got to strike a little, do something. I don't know. But I think Ronda could easily take her down and sub her in the first round.
You really feel that way? Like a 40-year-old Ronda Rousey is going to be hitting judo throws and grabbing
a 39-year-old Ronda versus a 44-year-old Gina. This girl looks like a model, bro. Just take her down and choke her.
Yeah.
She's going to tap instantly. I kind of want to play that. The people want an MVP cycle, so I mean, it's pretty obvious what it is, right? It's chalky as fuck, but it's Francis KO, Perry decision, Rousey sub. I don't even think you're going to get 5-1 on that if I had to guess. Right? You're going to get a minus 500 leg. What's a plus 190 leg on Perry decision, and I think the sub is minus 200. What does that come out to?
I wish they'd give you a Magoyan sub prop, because that would be a dinner. You know David Magoyan on the prelims of this card here, the kid off the Contender Series?
Yeah.
I like that. I would really like that. But I agree. So I have to be very wise about if these two ladies were fighting like for real for a UFC featherweight title. I feel like Gina, as the natural featherweight, would have a chance to stay on her feet, training with Mighty Mouse at that gym out there in California, and be able to actually maybe stop some takedowns. She's got the Muay Thai background. We saw Ronda's striking get absolutely exposed, right? The problem is I'm worried she's a paid actress here, and that what the people want to see is they want to see old vintage Ronda Rousey still taking girls down and getting arm bars, and it doesn't matter at all to Gina Carano if she loses this fight, because she's been in the Mandalorian more recently than she's been in a fighting cage. So it's like of the 4 fights we've talked about, this is the one I am approaching most with white gloves, because I think it could be there could be something odd here. With that the case, Ronda round 1 sub at plus 130 is honestly not a bad number, because if that's like if that's the
round 2 sub probably pays really good, and that kind of goes with the narrative that they'll put on a little bit of a show for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
I got to take a look at that.
Oh, like a round 2 sub. Yeah,
like
because
a round 2 sub.
I bet that bumps it way up.
Oh, for sure. It's probably 6-1. Let me see if I can find that. Dude, the Cavs better not blow this.
It's 5-1 on FanDuel.
Yeah, that might be the play.
14-1.
Yeah. Fucking Cavs are gonna blow this, dude.
Yeah. If I knew Carano was going all out, bro, I think she would win, and I kind of like a finish or late KO or a decision. I'm so afraid she's a paid actress though.
Yeah.
And so like I totally understand if you're looking there, that the 5-minute like show thing is very, very real, because say Ronda isn't able to take her down. Is this fight not going to be just incredibly sad? It's like, how can this fight possibly live up to main event status if it's not some sort of Ronda looking finish like that?
Yeah. Ronda sub. Final answer.
Either fighter by sub is minus 190 on Hard Rock. There's not even a straight Rousey sub play. Let me put it together, Maddie. So Ronda sub minus 210, Ngannou KO minus 500, and then Perry decision is plus 190. It's plus 413. Could I interest you in Junior Dos Santos decision at plus 1100 instead?
I mean, it's a good number if he pulls Austin Lane on his ass. Is that 3 rounds though, or 5? That's got to be 3.
That one's 3. Yeah, that one's 3.
That makes me feel better about
it. JDS to win, Perry decision. I'm a little scared, Maddie, seeing how many people like JDS on that fight now, that he's going to get absolutely slammed. Now, when you look at JDS's like recent losses in UFC, they were like all the absolute killers, bro. Like he fought everybody. Of course, why would JDS bring him up in the library? I have to
I can't believe the fucking Cavs are about to blow this. They just gave up a 7-0 run, and now the Pistons have the ball up 3.
That whole series is nightmare fuel. But Cyril Gantt, Curtis Blades, Francis Ngannou, Stipe Miocic, Alistair Overeem, Cain Velasquez twice. Like, I mean, you look at JDS's hit list, bro, compared to a guy that lost to Austin Lane.
I know.
Cannot get away from that plus 380. I just can't do it.
Yeah. All right, let's try this card again before we wrap up here. Let me see if this works. This
while
is
while you're doing that, I'm gonna research the safe parlay.
All right. Donovan Mitchell for the tie, and he misses it. Fucking A, Donovan. I'm gonna be sick to my stomach, bro. And they're up 6. I'm gonna kill somebody, bro.
I do have 4 bets on golf. I don't know if Matty wants me to give them out on the show though.
Go ahead.
On golf? You want me to read my golf card to you?
If you want to. I'm so pissed right now. The Pistons just went on a 10-0. They're going to cook me for $18K, bro.
Did you hedge?
No.
Oh. Well, at least you stayed true to your morals. All right.
Yeah, take that to the fucking bank.
Here's my – I have Cameron Young plus 1393, Ludwig Oberg plus 2074, Chris Goddard plus 7592, and Maverick McNeely is your long shot, 124 to 1. So there's my
I don't know any of those guys.
No. Have you been given anything from golf? You don't know Ludwig, bro? Oberg? He's been at the
I know Ludwig because I had him on a long shot.
Ludwig is my favorite pick to win this week of those 4.
Wow.
Like, I would straight pick Ludwig to win this week.
Yeah.
His irons look really, really good.
Oh, I hate the fucking Cavs so much.
Is it over?
No, but they're down 6 now, 6 minutes. They were just up fucking 4.
I might hit him live right now just so I can sweat this with you. That's what real friends do. Am I right?
Thanks, bro. Yeah. I can't even rip your card, bro. I don't know what's going on with my browser today.
Oh, that's okay. Let me see what I can do here. I have my account all set up with collectibles. I was just trying to.
Yeah, it's all good. I'm pissed. I might just jump off because this Cavs game is pissing me off, bro.
Yeah.
I'm giving up on the cards. We'll rip next. We're gonna rip extra cards on Friday, boys, on the long shot show.
Do you want to do a show long shot, bro? Tonight?
Yeah.
Or hey, you've been talking about, and I totally respect this, holding off because you get all this exposure on Wednesday. And
we just can't do crazy cycles early in the week. That's what fucks me.
I feel like our
we should do a UFC MVP long shot hybrid.
Okay. Like, I feel like what you and I should get back to is when we did. You remember when we did like the Ryan Span sub with the
All right, let's just do UFC because I'm not gonna be able to do props right now on MVP.
Gotcha.
Let's do. I just loaded Novig too, so let's. I know there's some sneaky subs in here for us for sure. Let's go Viana sub.
Sure. What is the
sub Brundage decision? No, stay away from that.
I'd be down. I mean, I think I'd be down. But didn't that other guy have those 2 legs?
Yeah, we already played that. Fuck. No, I think we should do that.
What about Wellmaker decision? You and I both really like that.
Yes,
I like Wellmaker decision a lot.
All right, I'm in on that.
Are we doing a cycle? Or are we just leaving it?
No,
if we leave it
no
just
cycles.
There,
no cycles. All right, Wellmaker decision and Viana sub 21 to 1 on Novig.
I like it. I'm gonna put it in right now.
All right, I'm putting a band on that.
I'm putting $10 on that.
It's in, bro.
There's my 10th of a unit for you. All right, let me cook this. So, what do you think about safe parlay? I liked the Sopaj Cuamba over. Like you and I both kind of like a longer fight there.
Yeah, I agree.
And then
I can't believe the Cavs gonna fuck me, dude. I'm so mad right now.
Oh, that's so tempting to just throw Tommy Gantt's money line in there. I just don't think this Miniev kid has very good takedown defense, and I'm afraid. I'm afraid.
Can we please get a bucket here?
Let's see what this thing is on Novig so I can be a good partner to the show.
Oh, my God. They just blocked the fuck out of him. No way. Holy fuck, dude. We're about to be down 8. This is disgusting. What a drought for Cleveland.
It's these Eastern Conference games, bro, can be such a disgusting grind sometimes. I feel like
here's the long shot lay, boys. Pollyanna sub, Wellmaker decision. Sign me up for that.
Matty, you down to ride the safe parlay this week? 13 of 17 weeks, bro. We are nuclear hot.
Absolutely.
Let's see what we got. So total rounds over 2.5 minus 240.
Fuck Cleveland, dude.
Would I rather? Can I go fight goes the distance? Is that available? Yep, there it is. Minus 180. Oh, dude. Okay. On Hard Rock, bro. Tommy Gantt money line, best number I've seen on it, minus 240. And Cuamba Sopaj goes the distance, minus 180. You slap them together, it's plus 120.
Sign me up for that.
Nice and easy. I think Tommy Gantt, like when I was like, man, I don't know. I got some questions about Gantt, but I don't think Miniev can defend takedowns. And I'm afraid for him coming from the regional scene with such little experience when it comes to a pace like that on short notice. So I'm going to put this in chat here. The safe parlay this week, we're going to go with Tommy Gantt money line. And we're going to go with Sopaj and Cuamba to go the full 15. That's plus 120 on Hard Rock. I saw it was plus 106 on Novig, so you can shop that around and see where you might get it. So Matty's got his long shot on there. We've got the safe parlay in tow. I've already got actually, Matty, some MVP and UFC bets tracked. Home of Fight Discord if you want to join there. We'll have a link in the episode description. Matty, Cycle Parlay coming out Friday for you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Matty, yeah.
Multiple.
Novig is very much real. It is a very real place that if you want to bet on UFC props, you can go there right now. We appreciate them being behind our show because it really doesn't get more perfect for a sponsor for us, based on where we live, based on what we do for a living. So we appreciate them. We appreciate all of our partners, and we appreciate all of you guys for joining us today to break down not just UFC Vegas 116, but MVP MMA 1. It has been a sick show. Until next time, I know we got a card next week. I should do a way better job of looking at this before the show, but I literally never do. So
going to China.
We got Macau. That's right. Song Yadong taking on Davis and Figueiredo, bro. Zhang Mingyang and Alonzo Metafield in the co-main event. Wow, Pavlovich and Taliesin Teixeira. So we got some big heavyweight fights on that one at probably 3 a.m. So I got to say, I'm a little gun shy after I got destroyed in Perth and woke up to being down like 15 units already. So I'm a little gun shy, but we'll still preview it. I know that much as well. So thank you for joining us. We will see you guys next week. Hope all of your tickets do extremely well. Best of luck and thanks for tuning in tonight.
Peace out, everybody.